and write my wife a letter. Good morning, friends and neighbors. I've come out on this chilly morning because I want to teach you how to play really neat, very old piece of banjo music called The Dying Soldier. It's also called Brother Green. I learned this song from an old recording of Reverend Buell, Kazee, K-A-Z-E-E is his last name. He's from Magoffin County, Kentucky. He was recorded in the 1920s, and then he was one of those guys, he was rediscovered in the 60s, and so he recorded through the 60s and 70s until his death. I believe he died in the 1970s or the early 1980s. So Magoffin County is in eastern Kentucky, and you'll hear some of that eastern Kentucky double shuffle. In a lot of his playing, you'll hear it on this recording, so I really try to emulate that whenever I play the piece overhand style as I just demonstrated. So before we jump into this, I'm going to direct people, if you want the tablature for this song, you have to go to this link that's appearing right now in the left-hand portion of the screen. That'll take you to patreon.com/Clifton Hicks. There you get the tab for this. You also get access to our private Discord server and our private Facebook group and lots of other goodies like that. So I hope you'll check out this link here. This temperature and this moisture out here this morning is going to mess with my tuning a little bit, so I apologize beforehand if I reach up and fool with the keys during this lesson. I'll try to get right to the meat of it. Okay, so first off, you probably have heard me talk about the songster method, which is a term that I had to come up with to describe how I learn and teach this music. I wasn't taught with tablature, although I do offer tablature. I was taught visually and auditorily how to play this music. So you observe somebody and you figure it out for yourself. The trick that I came up with on my own, more or less, that I call the songster method, is I start by singing it out. I get the words to the song, I sing the piece in my head until I have it, and then I tune the banjo to my voice so that pretty much it's very easy for me to figure out what strings are going to be used and where I'm going to mash them down with my left hand based on what my throat is doing anyhow. So the reason I downtune this banjo to fCFAC, for example, is because that more closely matches my natural singing voice. So the open bass string is closer down to the bottom of my actual singing register. So, oh, and then the first open string is closer to the top of my vocal register. That's getting up to where I can barely sing it, right? If I was all the way in standard G, I wouldn't be able to sing any of this stuff. Okay. So that's the songster method in a nutshell. How do I apply it to this song? Let's say we want to start the song off with the first verse. So it's, "Oh, Brother Green, come kneel by me, for I am shot and bleeding. Stay, brother, stay, lay me away, and write my wife a letter." So right off the bat, because I know that song is kind of starts off in the middle of my vocal range, goes all the way to the top of my vocal range, and then ends in the middle of my vocal range, and I know it's in standard G tuning, that tells me that I'm going to start off on the open third string, and I'm going to end the piece on the open third string. So, how do I get, "Oh, Brother Green"? So all I did was I struck the open third string a couple of times, then I slid on that third string from the 2nd fret to the 4th fret, then I struck the open first string. That gives me, "Oh, Brother Green." You see how the banjo is singing just like I am? Now how do I get, "Come kneel by me"? All I did was I slid again on that third string from the 2nd to the 4th, then I struck the open first string, then I slid back on that third string back to the 2nd fret, then I played it open. "Oh, Brother Green, come kneel by me." Now the next part's going to be different because it's way up top. "For I am shot and bleeding." That tells me I'm going to be on the first string. So how do I get "for I am shot and bleeding"? For I am shot and bleeding. All I did there, let this big old log truck go by. Lord. So I start off on the open first string, then I noted at the second fret, then I'm going to creep down real quick with my ring finger, hit that first string at the 5th fret, then I'm going to go right into this C chord shape. If you guys, everybody ought to know a C chord. On the banjo, it looks like this. The banjo, this damn camera wants to focus on my face, not on the banjo. Anyhow, so go into a full C chord. Then you're going to lift your ring finger up and strike that first string open. Then play it, note it to the second again. Then play it open. Then we're going to do it again. Now I must die, no more to see. And how do I get no more to see? All I did was that same thing I did before. I slid on the 3rd string from the 2nd to the 4th, hit the first string open, slid back to the 2nd fret on the 3rd string, then played the 3rd string open. Okay, so now I must die, no more to see. How do I get my wife and my dear children? My wife and my dear children. So that entire part is played just on the 3rd string. Again, we're sliding from the 2nd to the 4th. For my wife and my, and then I'm going to strike the first string open, slide again, and then slide back up. Children. Very easy tune. So really all we're doing is, oh brother green, come kneel by me. That's our little lower 3rd string ditty. Then we're going to come up to the 1st string. For I am shot and bleeding. Repeat that. Stay, brother, stay, lay me away, and write my wife a letter. And then you just repeat that over and over again. It's really a simple piece of music. I'm messing that verse up a little bit. I don't know why I keep mixing my verses up, but the other thing that you'll notice that really drives that piece, and that's true of if you listen to Buell Kazee's recording and if you listen to the way I play it, overhand style, what drives it is that double shuffle that we get from them East Kentucky pickers. If you listen to Buell Kazee's original recording, you'll hear him doing that a lot. Listen also to Rufus Crisp. Rufus Crisp was recorded in the 1940s. He was in Floyd County, Kentucky, I believe. He called it the double shuffle. He did the same thing a lot. And I've described it in certain videos. If you search for it, you can find me explaining it, but it's actually really simple. It's an open string pull-off or an alternate string pull-off, meaning you are striking one string with your right hand and you're plucking off on a different string with your left hand. It's just a series of those repeated over and over again to give a droning background rhythm that called a double shuffle. People also call it the East Kentucky lick, which is fair, but it was also done outside of East Kentucky, you know. Like, I'm not from East Kentucky and I do it. Anyhow, it's very simple. You're doing your basic boom chicka lick. Let's say I'm striking off the open 3rd string. Boom chicka, boom chicka, boom chicka. But you're going to pull off on the 1st string at the 2nd fret, and you're not striking that string when you pull off. You're striking the 3rd string, then you're pulling off on the 1st string, then you're following through with your brush and your thumb lick. So boom chicka, boom chicka. And we're going to go into the double shuffle. Tell her that I'm prepared to die. Moisture's really killing this banjo right now. I'm going to end it there, y'all. This video's going on long enough. I thank you for watching. I hope you'll give this video a thumbs up. I hope you subscribe to our channel here. I really hope you'll share this video with somebody who may be interested in learning traditional banjo techniques. And again, I direct you to our link up here. It'll be appearing elsewhere too. Click on that Patreon link. Join us there. We'd love to have you. Okay, everybody. Thank you for looking.